Time to address a question I get asked somewhat frequently, which is there any big advantage or detriment to working your muscles all at once in one workout or breaking the workout up throughout the day? Like in this case, I'm working my legs here in the morning before the noontime classes that I coach. And so does it make sense to do legs and my pull-ups in the same workout? Or is it better to do just the legs, put all the attention on those, and then do the pull-ups later on in the day, kind of as an energy burst, and when I'm more fresh, so I can put as much effort into them as possible? The answer may be both. It could be the best strategy you've ever adopted, and you get a lot of progress out of breaking things up, or it could potentially be one of the worst strategies you'd ever adopt, and you would regret it later. See, oftentimes when we go looking through the Google for validation on whether or not a method can help us get the results we want, we make the mistake of only looking for scientific validation of the method. Like, will this build muscle? Will this burn fat? Will this method be good? But a lot of times, the ability to either get benefit or detrimental results from a particular method isn't so much about the scientific validity, but whether or not it helps you get in more personal alignment. For a given method to have scientific validity, all it needs to do is be a viable method for fulfilling the fundamental principles of nature. So in the case of like strength training here with my legs, all I need to do is make sure I'm generating enough tension in my muscles to work my muscles progressively harder over time. However, when it comes to personal alignment, there are a lot of other variables to consider. Like, does it work with your preferences? Like, what do you like to do? Does it work with your current level of skills and abilities? Does it work with your resources, like your equipment and your time and availability? Does it work with your lifestyle? And far too often, I find people struggle to get the results they want, even with a perfectly good scientifically validated diet or workout strategy, but they fail to get the results they want because it pulls them out of personal alignment, even though it's, quote, supposed to work, according to whatever research they were looking at on the internet to validate their approach. So back to the question at hand, will breaking up your workout throughout the day help or hinder your progress? Well, scientifically valid, as long as you're working your muscles or hitting your muscles hard, it's probably not going to matter either way. However, it may very well matter to you, depending on, do you prefer to break up your workout like I do? Or do you prefer to do it all at once? Is it practical to work out several times throughout the day, or more practical to just do it once and be done with it? Chances are it's those variables of personal alignment as opposed to scientific validity that are actually going to make the difference between things like if working out multiple times a day is going to be beneficial or detrimental to your progress, and you should base your decisions based on those factors. Just a little more food for thought here on how taking a fundamental approach to exercise can give you more control and freedom over figuring out what the best way to exercise for you will be. Thoughts and questions down below. Thanks so much for watching. Be fit and live free.